Pete and Hannah's Watch List. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell, and we're here today for We Interrupt Regular Programming, our TV podcast. On today's show, we review the season finale of Sugar, and we also look at The Sympathizer on HBO. But before we begin, I'm going to tell the listeners and the viewers what you should do. Hit the notification button and you'll get great content like this one. Like, follow, and subscribe. Let us know what you're watching, and we'll be able to tailor the reviews to all our subscribers. On today's show, let's go straight into it, and it's Sugar, the season finale, where we picked up off last week. Sugar finds Olivia. Now, we know that Sugar is an alien, and he's supposed to be going back with the other aliens, but Sugar is reluctant because he thinks there's loose ends, so he's trying to tie up those loose ends before he goes back. He talks to Melanie, he talks to the seagulls, and he keeps getting all these vibes that something's not right. He realizes that Olivia is actually the older seagull's daughter, not Bernie's. He also realizes that a lot of people knew that this was going on with Pavlich's son, that he was doing this stuff. And it turns out the big reveal is that Henry was completely involved, and he's some kind of psychopath that likes watching these people do this stuff. And he was there the night that Olivia and all these other people were getting, mutilated by this guy. This was a bit of a twist. It also turns out that Sugar's sister was taken as well, and Henry is the person that took her. That is how the show ended. It also ended with all these flashes of all the end cards. I don't know if this show is going to get another season or not, but it took a really violent turn in the last couple of weeks. Like finding out there were aliens, finding out that his sister was taken, that he did all these things because of his sister, and that one of the aliens took his sister. Like it just unfolded so quickly. What do I say about this show? It had a great start. I did not see the alien thing coming. It really threw me for a loop. And I was trying to think of other shows that threw you for a loop like that. Twin Peaks maybe threw you for a loop like that, but that was sort of set up that way. Mad Men threw you for a loop like that when you found out that John Hamm's character, Don Draper, took the other person's personality, all those his name. It's some shows throw you for a loop, and you're just trying to catch up, and that's what Sugar was. What would I give Sugar's first season? I'll probably give it a plat on my phone. It started so well, and it didn't really end on a great note for me. It really even the cliffhanger was just a really slow burn. So, yeah, that was Sugar on Apple TV+. The next show that we're going to talk about is The Sympathizer. Episode number 6. We caught up last week with the captain finding out that the general has had a secret army trying to take back South Vietnam. The captain tries to convince the general that he wants to be involved. The general says no. He then goes and seeks the congressman out. He's following this line of thought that the congressman is funneling money towards the general to do this. He also talks to Sonny, who's seeing Sophia now, and he's trying to say, you got to follow the money, Captain then goes towards a party that the congressman's having, and then he finds out that all the documents that is following the money, he then decides to give them to Sonny. All this time, he's trying to convince Bond not to do the mission going back to South Vietnam. because it's just a suicide mission. He's also trying to get his handler to protect Bond or tell him to come back and to protect Bond, but he's not getting any luck there. He's also trying to play so many different sides here, and he is really, really struggling. He then finds the information, he gives it to Sonny, and tries to tell Sonny that he's a communist, he's a double agent. Sonny doesn't believe him, and then the captain decides to kill Sonny, and he does sort of that blonde wig like he did when he killed the Major. But it doesn't really turn out for him that well, because he burns documents. He tells the interrogator, he's been interrogating him for over a year, that he tried to give the documents to LA Times, which is a lie. Sophia finds out that the captain is the killer of Sonny. Captain says to the general, I need to go back to South Vietnam. You need to send me back with Bond. And that's where the episode ends. So the episode is them getting on a plane, going back to South Vietnam. Wow. Lots to unpack on this episode. Not directed by Park Chan-wook, directed by Mark Menden. This is it was a real thriller, espionage thriller, this one. He's still seeing ghosts as well, the captain. He's really struggling to tell his story on the other side. This show is really, really good. We also get Robert Downey Jr., who plays the congressman, dropping a Nagasaki in this episode, just like he did in Oppenheimer. You get Claude, he's sort of like the professor. He was being writing the speeches for the congressman, so that's a bit of a turn up for the books as well. This show is really, really good. I highly recommend this show, and Robert Downey Jr., I think he's going to win an Emmy for sure for this performance that he's giving in this show. That is it for today's show. Tomorrow we have What's Next, the show where we help you figure out what to watch next. And on tomorrow's show, we're going to look at If, the John Krasinski new movie starring Ryan Reynolds and Steve Carell. We're also going to have a look at the new thriller directed by Rennie Harlin. And Rennie Harlin was the director of Die Hard 2. He also directed Long Kiss Goodnight. It's called Strangers, which is sort of like a prequel / remake of a horror hit, Strangers Chapter 1, starring Madeline Pitch, who was in Riverdale. So, yeah, that's it for the channel this week. We also got a special recap show of AFI Top 100 this week. We've done 25 movies so far, so we're going to rank the movies we've watched so far from 25 to 1. That should be some fun this week. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Until tomorrow when we catch up for What's Next, it's bye for now.